There's a man you've seen somewhere, maybe at a cafe, maybe at work. He's not the loudest in the room, he's not dressed to impress anyone, and yet something about him pulls attention without asking for it. You notice it, women notice it, and nobody can quite explain why. It's not youth, it's not looks, it's something underneath all that. Something that took years to grow, quietly, without anyone watching. The first thing is this: he doesn't react the way you expect him to. You've seen it. Someone says something cutting in a group, a criticism, a jab disguised as a joke. Most men tighten up immediately. They laugh too hard, or they go cold, or they try to defend themselves. But this man just pauses, lets it land, and then responds or doesn't, on his terms. There's no scramble, no performance. It's strange how that kind of stillness feels like power, not the aggressive kind, the rooted kind, like a tree that doesn't flinch when wind comes. That's the first trait, emotional stillness, not coldness. That's different. Coldness is a wall, stillness is depth. Women feel the difference even when they can't name it. Second thing, and this one is uncomfortable to say out loud, he stopped seeking approval. Somewhere along the way he just stopped. Not in an arrogant way, more like he ran out of energy to perform for people. And something freed up inside him when that happened. You know that feeling when you're at a dinner and you're half listening to conversation, but internally you're monitoring. Do they like what I said? Was that too much? That exhausting little background noise most of us carry everywhere. He doesn't have that noise anymore, and the absence of it shows in how he sits, in how he says no without a paragraph of explanation, in how he looks someone in the eye without looking for something back. That quiet self-containment, it's rare, and rarity, without trying to be rare, is magnetic. Third trait, he has a direction, not a 5-year plan written in a journal, not hustle culture goals plastered on a vision board, just a sense that he's moving towards something that matters to him, not for applause, not to post about. You can feel it when someone has that, versus when they don't. A man without direction kind of floats in conversations, reactive, shapeless. A man with direction has weight, gravity, and that gravity pulls people in without effort. Fourth, he's honest, even when it costs something. Not brutal, not harsh for the sake of it, but he'll say the thing others dance around. Gently, usually, but he'll say it. There was a moment someone asked him, "Be honest, do you think I'm making the right call?" And instead of saying what was comfortable, he told the truth, with care, with calm. She didn't forget that. Because real honesty from a man who isn't trying to impress you, that's one of the rarest things you'll experience. It builds trust in a way that no charm ever could. Fifth, and maybe the quietest one, he knows who he is when no one's watching. His morning is the same whether anyone sees it or not. His standards don't rise and fall depending on who's in the room. There's a consistency to him, in his mood, in his values, in what he tolerates, that feels almost old-fashioned. The Stoics called it integrity, wholeness, being the same thing all the way through. Most people perform different versions of themselves in different rooms. This man just brings himself, wherever he goes. And women, people in general, they feel when someone is whole like that. It's not something you can fake, it builds slowly, over years of private decisions no one witnesses. The irresistible thing about older men isn't age, it's what the years built when they weren't watching. If this resonated somewhere quiet, the comment section is right there. You don't need to say much.